I know it's square at the top, but how do I know this is at the right height, that it's not going to fall down?
Because they told you.
He's so helpful.
So.
A dying thing can happen anytime. Oh, that was awful. Okay, no.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
The screen door's been falling off quite a bit. And so it's been here for 16 years, so that's not too bad. What I decided to do was take it off and take a look at the wheels and bearings, because I just like taking things apart. And as you can see, this bearing is toast with a capital T. Like, it's rusted out, the balls are all shot. And then also the track wheel, you can see, is broken in a number of spots. So a couple of reasons for it falling off. So what we did was found replacements with metal wheels. So once these are replaced, they should be here until the house falls down or I die. Probably gonna be the other, die then fall down, or fall down and I die because it fell down. So now adjusting is important. And it's simple. It's something that I know Fawn will do. And as time goes on, we are in Canada, so the weather changes. The house can shift one way or the other, and it could need a little bit of adjustment. So I'm just going to show her how to do that. A couple things to think about when we're adjusting the door. If you remember, there's that spring on the wheel. So the wheels are always pushing outwards. They're not fixed. It's not like it's almost like your car. When you hit a bump, it can go down or up. The wheel. It's the same idea as what these are doing on here. So what we want to do is make sure that we also don't have gaps so bugs get through on the top and bottom. So we start with the top and do the finishing touches on the bottom. What's great about this job is you only need 2 tools. One is a screwdriver, the other is a measuring tape. And what you're looking for is a number 2 Robertson. This one actually has a lot of history. When I first became a mechanic, I bought my first set of tools, and at that time it was from Sears because I could only afford that level of tools. And I remember the day it came in. It was in June 1983. I'd spent all this money. At the time it was like $600 for a complete mechanic set from the Sears catalog. And when it came in, it was in such a small box. I was so disappointed. So I laid all my tools out to make it look bigger. But yeah, so this bad boy's been with me for quite some time. So number 2 Robertson, and there's a little hole on each of the 4 corners. That's where this Robertson goes. Now I've already adjusted this side, and what we're trying to do is push the door down enough so that on the bottom we don't have a gap, because then it defeats the whole purpose of having a screen door if all the ants can come crawling in through the bottom or fly in. So all we're taking is this, and we're gonna measure. So we push up on the screen, so remembering the little spring that was on there, right? Mm-hmm. So when we're pushing up, we're compressing the spring. So we're at about 1.25 inches. So we're gonna bring it down 1.5 inches is the size that's important for you to remember. Or look back on this video through your tear stained glasses, because you're trying to remember me as you fix this. The door itself isn't going to change, but the spring and the wheels can. So we're always remembering, we're going to measure from this lip to the top of the door right here. So put this in, and you'll find, well, as a mechanic, we can find all kinds of things in the dark. So we're turning it clockwise, pushes it down. So you can see this is slowly moving down on the measuring tape. Right there is 1.5 inches. And it's that on the other side too. So now we're set on this side. So the door's nice. So now we're gonna move down to the bottom of the door. All right, so now that the top is square, so we know that our door is gonna be right and straight, the next thing we wanna do is put some tension on the bottom here, right? I still got one of these bad boys. So all we're trying to do is tighten this spring up so there's still some spring in it, but so it doesn't pop out. So when you look here, you can see how far that is, but if I push down on the door, you can see how much that spring's compressing, right? So that's too much. That's the reason that the doors pop out, is because there's not enough tension on it. Taking our number 2 screwdriver, put in the hole. So you can see I push down on it. As I turn clockwise, you can see the door starting to rise. Also, now when I tried to do it, you can see it doesn't compress all the way down, but there's still spring tension on this.
Okay.
And we are done.
One of the things I wanted to ask Dale when he finished was, how do I know that this is at the right height at the bottom of the door? So now he's going to tell us that part.
Because I told you it was.
No,
This
that's
is
not
why
right.
I'm going to die before she does. The 1.5 inches on the top is a critical measure. And what it does is it makes sure that down on the bottom of the door isn't above the lip. Because if it's above the lip, then ants and whoever's crawling on the ground is going to be able to walk through. So that 1.5 inches on the top keeps this low enough. So all we're really doing on the bottom, we're not adjusting the height of the door, we're adjusting the tension on the spring so the door doesn't pop out.
Right, and show me how it works now.
Close, open, close, open, close, et voila.
Take. Come on, darling. Cut, cut, cut.